Going on, everybody? Movie Phantom here, and got my lovely girlfriend Maya, and we are doing yet another 20 from our DVD collection, our new releases that we got a year ago. So, without any further ado, we'll just kind of run through these. We got Christmas Story. Don't know why I didn't have this before. It is a Christmas classic. In fact, actually, I know why I didn't have it before. For a long time, I couldn't watch this movie. Like, I was just burned out on it. Like, you know, I have the family that literally takes that 24 hours of A Christmas Story, literally, and they play it for fucking 24 hours. So every time you're at their house, you see it. Not only that, I remember when I was in school, toward the end of high school, like every class, you know, when you get closer to the break, you know, it's this kind of goof off time. You know, it's usually like, hey, we'll have a little Christmas party, and you'll spend 2 or 3 days watching a movie because, you know, the periods are short or whatever. And every class would pick Christmas Story, like every one of them. So you'd have to watch it like 3 times a day. It was ruthless. And don't get me wrong, I love this movie. I mean, it's one of my favorite Christmas movies. It's in my top 3. Unfortunately, it has dropped to 3 because I'm just seeing it so much. However, after taking a big break from it 2 years ago, went back and started watching. That's, you know, what I've got now. But yeah, it's classic. You agree? You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. You can chime in on these. She never chimes in hardly on these. Like, she's watching these movies with me, but I have to jump in. We got Clash of the Titans, or Clash of the Titans. You know, I'm not a big fan of the sword and sandals movie, you know. Especially from the 80s. I think they're just boring as shit. I just can't get into them. And really, I mean, even today, I'm just not big on them. I like 300, but that's just more kick-ass than, you know, these. I watched this, giving it a shot. I liked it. I mean, I'm into it. It's good enough. Haven't seen Wrath of the Titans, but don't really care to. Yeah, I got this, and yeah, not bad. Enjoyed enough. We got the comic strip presents a British comedy thing here, and it has the 2 dudes from the Young Ones. Actually, no, it's got 3 of them because there's shows Nigel Planner on the back. Oh, and there's Alexei Sal. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm guessing it has all of them except for Mike. Can't think of the dude's real name, but yeah. Anyways, I have yet to see. I've seen 1 episode a long time ago, and I liked it. And I'm a big fan of British comedy, anyways. But I'm a huge fan of the Young Ones. Like, the Young Ones to me is like one of the best sitcoms. Period. Like, fuck just British comedy. It's just overall. Always been a big fan of it. So yeah, pick this up.
Yeah, pick it up.
You what?
Your uncle had it.
Well, yeah, I picked it up. Like,
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, got it, and yeah, looking forward to checking that out. So, we got Coneheads.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is good stuff right there from my childhood. It surprisingly holds up because, I mean, it is kind of a dumb comedy, but at the same time, it's like, it's good stuff. Dan Aykroyd, Jane Curtin. Can't go wrong. Ton of cameos from like the old, you know, SNL. Like, well, at least old to me, like my golden age, because, you know, I was a kid when, you know, Sandler and Farley and Spade were all kind of rocking it. So, I mean, to me, these are like, you know, it's the golden age here for me. But yeah, no, it's hilarious. So, like that. We got Die Monster Die, and I'm gonna be honest with you, we watched it actually. It's no longer on any releases. It's upgraded to
I don't remember.
I honestly, I couldn't remember. I had to kind of reread the back, and even then, it's just vague. I mean, a lot of the Boris Karloff Mad Scientist movies, for me anyways, just run together. I'll be honest with you. And right now I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank on the exact. I remember enjoying it. I remember when I was done, I was like, yeah, you know, thumbs up. And right now I can't tell you fucking shit about it. But yeah, I liked it. So we may have to review that someday on the Phantom Show, on the Movie Fans Horror Review. We may have to hit that up. We will probably never hit this one up though. This was just fucking horrible. This is the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde rock and roll musical. It looked interesting, so I was like, oh, grab it. And yeah, as I picked it up, I was just like, yeah, let's give it a shot. Boring, dull, and the music's not. The production values have like this 1980 shot on video look to it, but it's like 2004, I think. 2008. It's 2008, and it has like this. And I mean, maybe they were intending it to be like a throwback or whatever. It's bad. It's really bad. I mean. And I mean, with a title like the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde rock and roll musical, it should kick ass, and it didn't. The music was really bad. It was like I'm a big fan of Meatloaf. Okay, I like, you know, his music. I think it's great. However, the dude can do a fucking ballad that goes for like 13 minutes, and you're just like, dude, come on, let's wrap this shit up. And like, I'm not a big fan of the Bad Out of Hell 2 album because it's all the same. It's just this drawn out epic fucking. I mean, don't get me wrong, it sounds good, but after a while, you're just like, fuck. It's like these guys are like a third-rate Meatloaf cover group in a way. Like it's that style of music, but it's just not as good. I mean, I think there's only one song in here I liked, but once again, at this point, the movie was just horrible anyway, so I didn't fuck with it. Oh, slipped it there. We got Earth versus the Flying Saucers. I can't remember if I've seen this yet or not. I haven't moved out the new releases yet, but I went through a phase where I was watching a lot of the old like 50s, I guess, and 60s like sci-fi, movies, and War of the Worlds, and Married to Monster from Outer Space. I think I reviewed quite a few of them on here actually, and I can't remember if I've actually seen this yet or not. So I don't know. It's a slim case, so I don't know if it was part of an actual box set. Cause I know the Ray Harryhausen had a box set. And I believe this was in the box set. So I'm guessing this may have came from that. But either way, we got that. So up next we got Enter the Dragon. In all honesty, it's probably my favorite Bruce Lee movie. I used to really be big on Game of Death, but I gotta say it's probably this one. This is just, I mean, it really reminds me of like a James Bond type movie, but you got John Saxon in there, and he's just fucking all. Is that Jim Kelly? Jim Kelly in this? Yeah, Jim Kelly. I mean, it's just badass. So I don't know, big fan of old kung fu movies. So, and that's really the best. Like, it's hard to watch this, and then watch like the lower budgeted ones from like you can get the Dollar Tree, like they have a big special of them. So I got a bunch of those in the collection. I got a bunch, and I enjoy them, but it is hard to watching this and then going to that. Okay, we got the it's the 4 horror comedy classics. We got Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, Transylvania 5000, House 2, The Second Story, and Return of the Killer Tomatoes. Boom, right here. I haven't watched anything on here yet, but no, I haven't seen Elvira actually. I've seen Transylvania's 5000. Can't remember if I've seen House 2 yet or not. Haven't seen Return of the Killer Tomatoes. Yeah, looking forward to checking this out though. Big fan of this goofy, campy stuff. So, 1408. We reviewed this already, and yeah, good stuff right there. We'll just skip right by that if I already reviewed it. The original Fright Night, fucking classic. I got to talk to Chris Sarandon at the Days of Dead, and dude's just really cool. He really is. Yeah. Good stuff right there. We got Ghost of Mars, also reviewed this.
Care for it.
Yeah, it was, and I already stated this in the review, so I really should be moving on, but real quick. When I was younger, like when it first came out, I loved it. I thought it was just fucking awesome. I was like, this is fucking brilliant. And then it was when we reviewed it for the show. I guess it's been over a year, but we reviewed it, and I'm just like, wow, like this movie just isn't as good as I remember. Like this movie used to kick ass, and these kind of bad, taste in my mouth right now. I don't know. I got now, and who knows? Maybe go back to it at some point and give it their shot, and boom. But I don't know. It just wasn't what I thought. Golf Punks. National Lampoon's Golf Punks. This movie, I feel like if I would have watched this as a kid, I'd probably love it. I'd be like, this is awesome, hilarious. Watching it for the first time as an adult, not so much. I'm not a big Tom Arnold fan anyways. Like, he just really gets on my nerves, like, really quickly. He's one, I mean, it's whether it's him, like, in an interview, or him being a character, like I just don't like the guy. Like, and he seems like a really nice guy, and I'm sure I'd probably get along with him as long as I just hung out with him for like 10 minutes at a time, and I'd be like, all right, buddy, I'll see you later. Mr. Arnold. But no, I was not really a big fan of this, and it wasn't really as good. I mean, I don't know. It's definitely, for being like a National Lampoon's thing, it's definitely pretty clean. I mean, it's PG, I think, actually. Yeah. But it's like a Bad News Bears type thing. A bunch of outcasts get together, but instead of baseball, it's golf. So we got Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Took me forever to get this, and not like it was like a hard thing to come by. I mean, I'm sure could have found it online cheap or whatever, but like at the store at Walmart, I can never find it by itself. It was always in a 2-pack with Halloween 2, and I already have Halloween 2. I don't want to, And so, anyways, finally got it right here, and I don't think I've reviewed it yet on the show, but I've definitely done my Halloween rankings. And, you know, it's the same thing you hear every motherfucker say. It's a good movie, just not a good Halloween movie. And it's true. I mean, I enjoy it. I think it's really awesome. But at the same time, I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is. We'll say that. We got Hard Target. Hard Target with Van Damme. I enjoy it. It is just another generic Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. That's not a bad thing. I mean, it's definitely better than the straight-to-video shit he's pumping out now. But, yeah. Not bad. We got Heathers. Haven't seen this in fucking years, and I still haven't watched it. Like, we got it in the new releases, and I just you have to, you know, bust it out and rewatch it. But remember enjoying it, remember digging it, so can't wait to go back to that. We got High Anxiety, Mel Brooks comedy, where he's kind of spoofing the Hitchcock movies, and I really enjoyed it. I think this is good stuff. Liked it then, and then when I rewatched it recently, it still holds up, still good. I'm a big Mel Brooks fan. Like, it's really hard to go wrong with Mel Brooks. I like that style of comedy, so. Here we go. Got the Illustrated Man.
I didn't care for it.
You didn't care for it? I dug it. I read the book first. That's actually the first thing I read was the book. And when I found out that they made a movie, I was like, well, shit, I gotta check it out. And yeah, I think it's really good. It's definitely like, you know, it's the story. What it is you know, Rod Steiger, which we talked about him yesterday with American Gothic. You know, he's got all these tattoos on him, and then of course, you know, he's traveling along or whatever. He's a, you know, drifter, and another dude, you know, sees him, and then he looks at tattoos. They start moving and shit, and like each tattoo tells a story. And of course, they're always like these really bleak, you know, kind of sci-fi-ish, kind of fantasy. But no, I like it. I really dig it. If you're a fan of, like, you know, old '70s sci-fi, you know, type stuff, I'd recommend it. We got Johnny Dangerously. Big fan of this movie too. I think it's just hilarious as shit. I know it's not a whole lot of people talk about this movie. Like, a lot of people just kind of. I like it. I dug it. Good stuff. Michael Keaton. He got robbed. I forget why I brought that up yesterday, but he still got robbed of that fucking Oscar. And finally, we got The Kids in the Hall. Best of. Has like 5 episodes or some shit. No, 4 episodes. 4 episodes, but yeah, I used to watch this. It used to come on Comedy Central a long time ago. It may still, I don't know, I haven't really checked, but used to watch it then, and then it came on HBO, and I used to watch it on HBO as well. And yeah, I just dug it. I mean, it's very weird. I mean, it's definitely like, it's like SNL, but like further away. Like, it's just more removed. I can't explain it. It's an odd kind of comedy, but yeah, big fan. So, well, that's it for this round. So, where's that remote at? Oh, there it is. Now that I remote, I'm just too lazy to get up and hit the thing, so I just refuse to. So, I guess until tomorrow, we'll catch you guys later.